Hey guys, welcome back. So it's been a couple of weeks since I put out a video on this channel, and I wanted to take this time to explain to you guys what's been going on. So many of you guys already know that I've been working really, really hard. I should say we've been working hard, Satoshi and I. And last year, especially, we traveled a lot. I think we were traveling once a month somewhere, whether it be somewhere in Japan or abroad. We were traveling and I loved it. I really did. You guys know, I mean, we both love to travel, especially me. I think I like to travel more than Satoshi. However, it's not just traveling that we're doing, we're also working. So we're filming, we're planning, we're editing, and we have sponsorship deals to fulfill and all that stuff. We also make reels for Instagram and TikTok. And this is, I was trying to do it daily, but that's not sustainable. So I do that maybe 4 times a week. And I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about my job because I love it. I feel fortunate that I can do something I love and make a living with it. However, as many of you guys have already known for the longest time, I was getting burnt out. I think I was burnt out for years. And after December 31st, 2023, I think that was it. I had hit my limit and I needed to take a break. 2023 was a year of ups and downs for me personally. The ups were that we got to travel a lot and we got some real good sponsorships, like working with the Singapore Tourism Board. That was epic, and working with ANA. So those things were awesome. Also, like I said, being able to travel, I mean, that was amazing as well. Now, the downs were that we hardly had time to meet up with friends. In fact, I met my friends in Japan maybe once in the entire year. And then I noticed that I was starting to feel more emotional. So my emotions were up and down through the entire year. Sometimes I didn't know why I was depressed. My panic attacks came back. So mentally and emotionally, I was having a hard time. Also, I felt my health was deteriorating. From my blood tests and everything, my blood pressure is normal, all that stuff. So I'm not too worried about that. But I felt that if I kept going, it would start affecting, my blood pressure, cholesterol levels. Satoshi was diagnosed with high blood pressure last year, early last year, actually. Although he's on medication right now, we both knew that if we kept eating all the amounts of food that we've been eating, throughout our YouTube career, it wouldn't be great for his health, and neither is it good for me. And so I already knew that we had to change tactics and rethink how we make our videos. I also knew that I needed a work-life balance and I needed to get a grip on my life in general. And that's the reason why I realized that we needed to take a break. So Satoshi went home on January 1st to be with his family. He decided to stay there for about 6 days. And during that time, I decided to go somewhere alone. I knew that I needed to take a break. I needed solo time. I needed time away from people, and I just needed to be with myself and my thoughts. And so I took a plane and then I went to an undisclosed place. I didn't tell anybody except for Satoshi, and I stayed there for about 6 days. And the first 3 days, I gotta say, I felt lost. I felt totally lost. Every morning I'd get up, I make myself some tea, I stretch, I do yoga, I meditate a bit, and that was fine. But then, as the day progressed, quickly, I realized how damaged my mental state was. And so a lot of times I just feel lost and I feel depressed. I wouldn't know what to do with myself. I didn't have an appetite. And so I knew I was in trouble. During this time, I also didn't make any Instagram reels. So, I let everything go, and I just wanted this opportunity to think and be with my own thoughts, ask myself, what exactly do I want to do? Am I really happy? What is triggering these mental breakdowns? During that trip, I did figure out certain things. I knew certain things needed to change. I knew that I didn't want to get caught up in that busyness, that feeling of drowning, keeping my head above water. I felt like I was always about to drown. I couldn't catch up. I was always uh, chasing things. I was trying to catch up with all the things that needed to be done, and I could never get there. And that's how the last 4 to 5 years was. So I knew that I had to stop. I knew I needed to take back control. I also realized that I needed to somehow make time to meet up with friends when I'm back home, at least. Satoshi and I, we have made good friends all over the world, and that is one of the best things that has happened to us since we started YouTube. And I'm so grateful for all the friends that we made throughout the world. That's absolutely amazing. Right after the break, we actually went to Singapore. We had purchased these tickets last year, actually. And because there was a sale on airfare, and so this was planned already, and it just so happened to be on my birthday. My friends in Singapore surprised me with birthday cakes and parties and gifts, and I was so absolutely grateful. At one point during the trip, actually many points during the trip, I was so full of gratitude, and I just felt so lucky. I didn't know what I did in life to deserve all this. I really felt like that. I felt like this is too much. Like I'm getting too much and I don't deserve this. And I felt like crying because I was being given so much. So I just want to say thank you to all my friends around the world for making my birthday so special. It was like a 3-day birthday, and it was like just so over the top. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, Satoshi and I, we did eventually come up with a plan. We decided, just to make a long story short, we decided that we're going to start making videos that are more vlog focused with food, not so food focused. Before it was just hit as many food places as we can. Sometimes we would have to eat 7 times a day. And so no more doing that. Instead, we're going to compensate by making entertaining vlogs and eating normal amounts of food, good food that you guys recommend to us that we want to try. And our videos shouldn't change that much because food's still going to be there, but it's going to be more vlogging and hopefully more personal and hopefully more entertaining. Obviously, the traveling is not going to stop because that's what keeps us going, and that is what we want to do until we die. And traveling just gives me joy. Like seriously, I think I've said this many times before, but if I wasn't able to travel anymore, I think I'd lose purpose for my life. Traveling for me has always been something I wanted to do ever since I was a kid. Yeah, I used to love reading books, and the books would always take place in another country. I would dream of myself being there one day, and that was my escape when I was a kid. And I'm living my childhood dreams, and so I couldn't have asked for a better life. I think my anxiety, my panic attacks, um, the challenges that I face all the time, I think it's just part of life, really. And it's part of my life journey. Even though I have these challenges, even though 2023 was the most challenging year for me personally, I learned from these experiences. Every hardship, every challenge, uh, every stumbling block that I encounter, these things make me a better person. Every time I conquer these challenges, I learn something new about myself, and I become a better person. So I don't regret any of this, and I probably wouldn't want it any other way. I cannot imagine my life being so easy with no obstacles. I think that would be the most boring life. This is not me complaining that I had an up and down 2023. It's not me complaining that I had a mental breakdown. It's simply me expressing to you guys what has been going on in my life. And at the same time, I wouldn't have it any other way. And at the same time, I'm living my best life possible. There are so many things that's happening in our lifetime that's not necessarily happy and great. So the least I can do, and the only thing I can do, I guess, is to do good, to be a good person, to spread positivity and happiness and joy. There are so many things I cannot control in life, but the one thing I can control is my thoughts and what I'm feeling, my actions, and what I give to the world. So those are the only things that I can control, really. I'm going to be taking care of myself a lot better this year. Thank you guys. I know so many of you guys have been telling me to do that for years, and I'm finally listening. I, I have to now. Yeah, I have to. I'm at I'm at a danger place, you know? So that's what's been going on. I apologize for the lack of videos. I hope you don't mind these chats that we have on this channel. On the top of each channel, we can't really do this, and this is the only place I can do. I used to do live streams, I know, but live streams are more difficult, I think, because I'm constantly talking, and a lot of times when I look back at the live streams, I'm thinking like, why didn't I say this or why did I say that? And I can't take it back, you know? And so making videos like these heart-to-heart videos, I can actually think about what I want to talk about. I can, digest everything I want to say, and it's a lot easier this way to get my message across. Anyway, I do hope you guys don't mind these videos because more of them are coming up, right? I got to take care of myself, so I'm going to be doing less food videos on this channel if you don't mind. The food, we'll be eating a lot of food on Tabi Eats, and my third channel, I will always travel for food, so don't worry, lots of food content still there. But this channel is going to be, for me, it's going to be a place where I can express myself and where we can connect on a deeper level. So I hope you don't mind. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you have a great day wherever you are. I hope you are happy. I hope today will be a joyful day for every single one of you. I'll see you guys in my next video.